What's up, everyone? I'm Cliff Chance, and I'm here to answer the question, is it any good? This video, we're going to talk about Godzilla, King of the Monsters. The plot of this movie is fairly simple. Well, it's a little bit more convoluted than it should be, but uh, Monarch, the organization from the first Godzilla and Kong Skull Island, has found 17 more of these monsters since Godzilla first events of the first Godzilla back in 2014, and then now an eco-terrorist group is trying to release these monsters one at a time because they think it can help save the planet. Well, unfortunately, they release the wrong monster. It's another alpha to rival Godzilla, and all hell breaks loose. I actually very much enjoyed this movie. I don't know. When I first saw the first one, I didn't like it as much. I've rewatched it since then, and I've enjoyed the story. I didn't like the fact that it was a Godzilla movie because Godzilla's only in it for like 10 minutes. Um, but this one kind of listened to the criticisms of that and gave us more Godzilla, more monster fights. It was a very fun movie to watch. The best part about this movie is Boston gets destroyed, where I would have preferred another stadium in Boston get destroyed over Fenway Park. It's still hard for Patriots to have a stadium plan, I'm sure, after the events of this movie. So I'm all for that. Um, First of all, seriously though, the some of the good parts of this movie, the special effects in this movie were amazing. There are scenes with Mothra that are just some of the more beautiful scenes in the movie. It's like you see a movie like this and you see the special effects and it looks real and it's all done, and it makes you mad when you see another movie where special effects are kind of just crap. It's like we've come this far to make gigantic monsters look believable. Why are we still like having a hard time doing something like Cyborg in Justice League? You know, it's like this movie, the special effects department of this movie, they are the MVP of this movie. They did everything that they were supposed to with their job. Uh, the monster fights, continuing on with the special effects, they were fun to watch. They were, for the most part, they were fun to watch. There was a very exciting chase between Rodan, what they call the Fire Demon, and the ship called the Argo. It's this giant ship that they use to travel around to try to find these monsters or to observe them. And it was a very exciting chase. Godzilla and King Ghidorah fighting in Boston. I mean, some of those scenes were just incredible. Like, there's one. Actually, I'm not going to talk about it. You guys see the movie for yourself. But there are several scenes with these monster fights that, like, oh, that would have made an awesome poster. Or there was just, they were very good. They upped the monster fights in this movie. One thing that I kind of enjoyed, they showed the Hollow Earth, which is a concept they talked about in Kong Skull Island. It's really about the only tie-in that they have with this. They do talk about Skull Island a little bit. Kind of wish they had done more of a tie-in to that to get for the next movie coming out is Godzilla versus Kong. So I kind of wish they tied into Skull Island a little bit more than what they did, other than mentioning it a couple times or having some characters that would be still alive by the time this movie happened that were in that movie, but they don't do that. Really, the special effects and the fights were some of the best parts. It makes it worth going to see this movie in the theater. The bad, again, the human element. Little character development. You don't like, even like, I wanted to like Miley Bobby Brown and her role, but like and she does a good job. It's just they don't give her enough to work with. They're not giving her any type of character development, along with her parent, the people that play her parents. Even like the so-called villains of the movie, like, it's just they all, like, everybody, all the most of the characters make questionable decisions. There's no character development with them. You end up caring more about the monsters than you do about the humans in this movie. Like, one of the monsters' death, I was like, oh, that's sad. Where, like, if any of the humans had died, except for one human character, which was a character from the first movie, I enjoyed. And then Tom Middleston, I think he plays Richard from Silicon Valley. I actually enjoyed his character too. He delivered some good one-liners that were funny. I said earlier, the story is a little kind of more complex than it probably needs to be, but it was still like it doesn't take too much away from the movie. The monster fights are what you come to see, and they don't disappoint. Although one criticism I do have about the monster fights, they still kind of in the middle of a fight they go back and focus on the humans, like while what they're doing, how they're not getting squashed, and it's like I don't want to see that. I want to see this full monster fight pan out. I want to see it from beginning to end. And I mean, let the monsters fight, damn it. But that's really about all the bad I have for this movie. In conclusion, I think it's a very fun summer blockbuster that does give us get you excited for Godzilla versus Kong next summer. The special effects make it worth seeing in theaters. I felt like I didn't see it in 3D, so I can't determine that. There is a scene at the end of the credits that I mean I don't know if it's worth staying for or not. But all in all, I very much enjoyed this movie. I look forward to watching it again. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I mean, it's not a perfect movie, but it is a fun movie to go see. I probably will not be buying it when it comes out on Blu-ray, but I do look forward to seeing it again. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. And like and subscribe to the channel. Is it any good? And I'm Cliff Chance. Thank you.